Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Baldur's Gate 3 and the adventures of Jolly Glitterspark, where I feel like we haven't been that evil for a while. I feel like there's more evil to come, but maybe not even this episode, because there's definitely business to attend to that involves people that most assuredly deserve what they're going to get. So I guess we'll go and kick some of their heads in. I can't remember why I'm at camp right now. Where are we in the world? We're at the creche. I guess I was at camp then because I was dropping off some equipment that we'd looted from somewhere. Yeah, we probably looted all the kit from down that way. And now we were just going to tenderize all the gith that get in our way. So maybe we'll start out here. Of course, this means I need to remember which characters we've got. So we've got a monk. We got an arcane archer, I guess. I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Oh yeah, and then we've got the... no, actually. We'll figure it out. I could just do this, probably. Ah, Lae'zel's the Eldritch Knight, isn't she? I should have opened up my notepad that's got my 10 or so saves on the go at the moment. Reminded myself what we were doing. And yeah, Shadowheart's an archer. Okay. So what's step one? We can kind of rush in a little bit. Who's the best bet? The couple of warriors. These guys at the back are an absolute pain in the butt. I remember that much. So maybe we deal with them. Because if you don't, they just keep shooting you with trip attacks and things like that. And it's highly annoying. Let's have some sneak attack. She's kind of no-selling it, but maybe that's alright. Oh, she still successfully connects with a hit. What a wretch. Now, you lot, you're all stuck back here somewhere. Shovel! Do you want to just sort of dash about the place? Why not? How far can you go? Quite far. What if you come to there? Do you have enough movement left to do a jump? So can we get you to climb up? And then can you do a jump? Now you've not got enough movement left. Okay, you just stand there this turn. And then Astarion, I know you can do a jump. Boing. And then get within punching range of someone. Probably someone who's not parrying. That feels like a good bet. Yeah, that's decent damage to begin. Now you're going to be a pain in the butt with your double attacks. Trip attack gets deflected and redirected though. Shame it didn't trip you, but I'm not sure if it keeps the properties of the special attack or not. Now, Lae'zel, you're at the front of these pair. What do you want to do? Again, you can't quite get in range of anyone. Maybe you can if you jump first, but I doubt it. You can get close. Wonderful. That's the best we can hope for there, I think. Although, we could action search. Then we can get another hit. Sadly, we can't move, so guess we'll just do a bit of that. And then maybe Shadowheart can finish the job there. Got sneak attack available. Thanks to our roguish abilities. And then, do we want to start on Warrior Quen? Or Ken? Is it Quen or Ken? It's probably Ken. Just because it sounds sillier. Maybe we can hit this guy. He's out of range. But I'd rather take out those raiders ASAP. We could action surge, But then, yeah, actually, let's do that. Let's action surge. And then let's Misty Step. Because those raiders are the worst. So that one can get dead. And that one can get left on 1 HP, because of course it's on 1 HP. Nice try, Knobhead. So possibly we... Yeah, I think we'll just do that. I should have probably aimed one at the second guy, but I wanted to make sure that that bugger was dead. And then, yeah, we'll just leave it at that, because this one's going to go down soon enough, I would think. Shovel. Could have potentially used shovel first, just to use up the parry, but it's not important. They're all down. Now, the crossbow of arcane force. Is that better for anyone than anything else? Probably not. And then the rest have largely got standard sort of Gith weapons. But this bugger's got her stock, so we'll take the potions for sure. I doubt she's got anything particularly exciting amongst this lot that we want to snatch. Although we could get the arrows. I've got all those arrows. And then I don't think we need any of this rare stuff down here. Some of it we may have sold to her in the first place. Although let's get the knife for the Undermountain King. I don't think there's anything else particularly exciting. Yeah, that's definitely stuff that we've sold. So in the interest of not being too cheesy, we'll probably leave most of this behind. I don't think we need the Gloves of Dex, but they are unusual, so let's grab them. And maybe instead of a shield on Shadowheart, maybe we're better off doing something like Knife of the Undermountain King, and then Club of Hill Giant Strength in her offhand. So she's got big strength, which is helping the Titan String Bow, but she's also doing extra crits. It just means she'll be largely useless with melee attacks, but she's not going to be doing them anyway. We are pretty close to another level. That's cool. This lot might be able to help us with our journey. So we've got some locked gates. And up top, no one really. We might have the key to these gates already with the one that we picked up. So maybe we just sort of stroll in here and chill out. See who decides to come through the gate to say hello. So you're just rallying. And now you're going to dash. Okay, but you're not going to make it through the gate, are you? Now Shadowheart could use being up top. But I think they are all going to come through these gates at ground level, so maybe she just stands about there. Are you guys not even going to try and come through? Oh, you can shoot through the door. Very well. Yeah, we haven't got the key for these doors. What sort of lockpicking ability does Lae'zel have? Not a huge amount. But she's got it done. It's cost her a turn, but we've got a door open. Now do you lot want to come in and say hello? Nice try. You can have some backlash. No, this Gish, she might have an item. So let's stab her up. Or not. Can we at least disarm her? Always fun. And then let's give her a beating. Pow! Kasmack. And yeah, she's got the Ring of Arcane Synergy. Whenever you deal damage with a cantrip, you gain Arcane Synergy. Which means your weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to the affected entity's spellcasting ability modifier. So basically, a good weapon, a good ring, for someone who both uses cantrips and deals weapon damage. So that could potentially apply to us, because we use Booming Blade. It would apply even better to Lae'zel probably, but she's not going to be in the party for forever. But maybe we give it to her for now. Can she equip it in combat? Or is that something that's not going to be doable? It might take her turn up to equip it, so... maybe it's a next fight sort of thing. You can stop your nonsense. Or not. And then Shovel can do her best. Sneak attack. Always a good bet. And blam. What are you going to do? Oh, you've got a key. Very well. Now Lae'zel. Yeah, I think we'll just smack that bugger. I mean, we'll boom this one. Oof. It's damage right there. Big old damage. But it had another parry lined up apparently. So... fair enough. And now it's exploded. I love how they just don't know how to deal with Booming Blade. It's hilarious. Do you want to be disarmed? Yes. Wonderful. And there's Astarion. You have got options. You can sneak round. No, you haven't quite got enough movement for that, so I guess you're going to go and beat this one up. Oh, you missed. It's not like you. Nice try, friend. Wasn't that nice try? But can you get shoveled? Sadly not. You could potentially get shadow-hearted though. Get sharted, friend. Let's see. Yeah, he got shouted, alright. And you ain't doing much without your weapon, I don't think. Running away. Like a coward. This raider, I can't pronounce their name, probably. But something tells me it's not going to matter for very long.
No time to waste.
And now, do we have the speed to get over there? Maybe, with a cunning dash we do. Look how cunning we are. No? Yes? Yes. Excellent. More buggers bested. No level up yet though. There's probably plenty of fresh meat left in this place. Now let's slip that ring onto Lae'zel. Wonderful. And back in through the main doors. We probably don't want to deface Vlaakith. I mean, it's harmless. It'll just annoy Lae'zel a bit.
This imposing portrait depicts a powerful Githyanki warrior.
undeniably regal in her mien.
Vlaakith herself. She is both the sun that blinds us and the void that contains us. Praise be.
In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
Let's peer at it. Seems unlikely that we're going to recognise it given our bonus and the difficulty. Spectacular failure.
As hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like anything you've seen before.
I can't resist. We got to try and scribble on her face. And we failed. Well, we failed to do a good job anyway. It's probably because we're so short.
Just as you find your flow, you slip.
We even fell over doing it. That's how poor that job was.
Perhaps you should leave before someone notices.
Perhaps we want someone to notice. Anyone? Here he comes. Perhaps that was our plan all along, is to lure in a chump. To separate him from the group. Although it seems as though we've attracted the attention of the group anyway. But they're all in there and we're out here, so we've got time to prepare for them, I guess. Close quarters crew to the front. Shadowheart hanging back a bit. Shovel doing her best. Now, what are you lot going to do? Are you going to dash?
Perish by my hand, Istark.
Yeah, there's a whole lot of dashing going on. It's going to take them a
Students
while.
are under his spell. Makes them more dangerous for us.
They're not dangerous, Shadowheart. They are feeble. But still, maybe we should take at least a bit of care. I don't know. Look at them. Look how pathetic they are. Oh, that one's got 20 extra HP though, so I'll give them that. Now, can we reach in and smack this one? We can. There goes its mental instruction. It's hard to remember your teachings when you're being smacked in the face with a giant greatsword. And then Astarion, I guess. We'll need a bit of jumping if he wants to make an impact. Who have we got? Youth, youth, and youth. There goes one. Shovel! You just provide moral support, chick. Now, what are you going to do? Svash. More mental instructions. So I guess we take out the ones who aren't being instructed. Because then he's just going to run out of buggers to instruct. Also, that was some good hits. Please don't do that again. Okay. We probably asked for this. So what's our next move? I do kind of want to take down that one that is under instruction. Let's have a look. They deal an additional 2 to 12 psychic damage until they lose their temporary HP. So that's why that was such a tough attack. But our path is apparently interrupted because there's a door in the way or some nonsense. I hate the way doors work in this game. They just seem to block stuff and it's highly annoying. It's like it's not a physical object, it's wide open.
Moving.
Eh well. Yeah, stop your whining, Astarion. We'll get you up in a minute. So can we boom this one? Yeah, we can. Arcane Synergy is now applied. So it's our spellcasting affinity ability modifier, which is added to our attack. And I think because we took Hexblade second, that should be Charisma. So it should be adding +4 to each of our attacks. If I'm right. It's possible I'm not. I've been wrong before. Many times. Okay, that bugger's instructed again. Starion's whinging once more. Now, sneak attacks. Probably a good start point. Disarming is always useful. What do you mean not enough movement to disarm the bugger? It's like we're right next to them. Why can we suddenly not attack the bleeder? I guess we could mock them.
Your body's a temple to an idiot god.
And then we moved in closer and we're probably now within attacking range. This door, man. This door is nonsense. Can we shoot anyone in here? Not enough movement, because we have to move inside the room to shoot people. Fine. Get up, Astarion. And we've got a bonus action on him though, so we can bite this bugger. Get back some HP. Better than nothing. Man, lovely damage. Delicious damage. And now we're in the room. Now what are you going to do? Get wrecked, that's what. Oof. Chose the wrong time to bait an opportunity attack out there. I forgot there was an Ardent hanging about. Can we do anything about them? Anything pointy? Yes. And then we can disarm them to death. Now Shadowheart can enter the room, which means it's not going to go well with a Svash over here. Dear. Lae'zel missing. There we go. And everyone has leveled up again. This is wonderful. Do you have any good loot? No. That's the answer. Ardent? Not really. And I know the youth don't have good loot. So let's look at level ups. Which way are we going? I think at this point we're pushing to level 5 on Warlock and taking Pact of the Blade, and that'll give us an extra attack every turn. In general, we're sticking more to the rogue side of things. We're more about poking things with our blades than anything else. But this does seem like a plan. We could potentially go for Shadow Blade, but I'm not a fan. I'd rather use cool weapons. Branding Smite? Smites could be good for extra damage. And Astarion's current goal is to get to at least level 3 in Rogue so that you can become a thief and get extra bonus actions. Lae'zel's just going up to 11 in fighter. She's got new feat available. ASI charisma. It's generally a smart bet. She'll get another feat before she's done, I think. But probably can't go wrong with ASI charisma at this point. And what are we doing with you, Shadowheart? I think we'll stick with Rogue for now. I'm trying to remember what her plan was. I think it was 8-4, so if we want 4 in Rogue, then we'll take 1 now. This is what I get for not having my text document open. I've immediately forgotten the plans. But I definitely know that a plan is get some rest. After an uneventful night, we can press on. See what's behind the next door.
Your future ends now.
It's a hatchery featuring a Vash and some other buggers that are less cool. So what do we do? That guy's going to be hard to reach in general, but this one isn't. But at the same time, our movement speed is limited because I've forgotten to do any of the normal stuff that we do at the start of a new day, such as put Longstrider on. And you're using counterspell on a cantrip. We can live with that. So, definitely an elixir. That's part of the plan. But we are going to suffer in this fight due to lack of movement speed. Guess we'll just fire some arrows. That's pretty effective, all told. Now, what are you going to do? Acid resistance. Probably a wise move in this place. We'll just shield our way through those. That missed, but we'll try and charm you anyway. That's failed. Is there even much point in using charm? It's like, it only stops them attacking the Astarion, doesn't it? It doesn't stop them attacking anyone else. So maybe I shouldn't be using charm very much. I suppose it can't hurt to use our action surges, given as we've got them. They do refresh on a short rest, so why not? Why not fill our boots? Okay, that guy did pretty well, despite me having a shield. Shovel. Can you break this guy's parry? You can. Does that mean we attack this guy instead of the Vash? Probably. Yeah. Because we can take out one enemy either way. So that was a pretty smart move, I think. And then we could action surge again. But then what are we going to do? Are we going to Misty Step? That's a long rest thing. I don't think we need to do that. We could jump, but we don't have enough movement. Yeah, we'll leave it there. And then we will Eldritch Blast once again. And it gets countered once again. That's fine. Astarion can do a big bounce. Counter this mother trucker. Okay, that one just dodged it, which I suppose is a counter attack for Fist. So yeah, it only prevents that. So when would I ever use that? When I could be saving my reaction for something else like deflect missiles or whatever. There's a reaction menu somewhere. There it is. K. So maybe I'll play around in that after this fight. Which means in a second or two. Because you're getting shoveled. Yeah, you are.
I am fury. I am death.
And you're also getting lasered. Wonderful. So, reactions. Charm. Choose whether it triggers automatically or it asks. Let's take it off. And take it off ask as well, and then it just won't bother us again. Now, there's all sorts of traps in this place. And there's acid. We don't like either of those things, so maybe we should do something about the acid. I feel like Astarian's the best bet to deal with the traps. But I also feel like Lae'zel's the most appropriate to deal with this. So she is going to pop on those boots. And she's going to waltz along here. She's going to fail a perception check. That doesn't bode well.
Time too empty. I'd expect to see 15 eggs at the very least.
Can she jump across there? Wonderful. She is failing all these perception checks, which is worrying. But she's made it.
Fine Githyanki egg. At least on the outside. You can see a vague outline of something within it.
Are you alright, little thing?
The egg is warm to the touch. The rough shell like slate beneath your fingers. Whatever is within is stirring ever so slightly.
I guess it should come with then. Hooray. Now let's head back to where all of our friends are waiting. I'm sure we won't run into any traps on the way. Although, yeah. Can't actually jump back up that bit.
Objective noted. I spotted a trap. Move with purpose.
Oh, dear. We're locked in a cell. And the cell door is immune to slashing damage. That's kind of unfortunate, but maybe not completely. Although, Astarion is not immune to acid. But hey, Lae'zel's already picked one lock today. And this one's an easy one. See? Easy. So let's all gather. Now, did you have anything to say, Lae'zel?
I am Vlaakith's most loyal servant. She will not abandon me.
I agree. And how does it feel to be the protector of a Githyanki egg?
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vashj, not a warrior, whether ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it. A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. Perhaps I might be the one to teach it of Vlaakith's protocols.
That'd be nice. So is there anyone else left in this crash that needs to be murked? Maybe up this way. I'm not sure if I murked these guys already or not. No, it looks like they're all alive. Let's maybe do a little thing. A thing that I could be doing in every single fight if I felt like it. But I don't. So, there's a Gish. There's a bunch of youth. Did we already take out the Gusteel? Yeah, there she is. Wow! And we get a surprise round. Come on, crew. Let's join the combat. And so we should, in theory, all get a free shot before anyone else gets to do much. I mean, Shovel's already had an attack, so that's great. Do we not get surprise as well? I'm not sure. Either way, let's murk some buggers. Don't like the raiders, so they've got to go. Also don't like the Gish though, so if we can reach him, which we can't, what a shame. He's still surprised. Yes. Pretty surprised, I'd say. Now. Should be able to take that guy out. Ah, come on, Shadowheart. One job. Shoot arrows at things. And then Lae'zel is kind of trapped behind Shadowheart. And also kind of slow and at the back. So let's use that Misty Step. Quiet you. You'll get yours. And let's use our action surge as well. Let's just mow down these youth. Weren't expecting that, were you guys? Now, what are you going to do? Shadowheart, you've got a bonus action left, but that's fine. Now, Shovel's got another turn. So, let's just bother that guy to make their ranged attacks a bit weaker. Okay, they've chosen to eat an opportunity attack. It's probably the smart move, because look at that damage they've done. Probably won't help them. It's a Grimishka.
Those little shits.
Very true, Jolly. They are little shits. Can we stab it? Not enough movement. Don't forget to put Longstrider on again. What a freaking idiot. And it's got mirror image up as well. You little rascal.
Thine eyes, pools of tepid piss.
Yeah, take that, piss eyes. You're not doing very much that's interesting, so that's good. Oh, Gremmy here. Even with all those mirror images, it's not enough. And then this should be done. Yeah, it is. Wonderful. That's probably the Kresh cleared out at this stage. What did you have? The Ring of Elemental Infusion. Whenever you deal various types of damage with a spell or cantrip, it infuses your weapon. And then your next attack has that sort of damage on it. Probably not hugely useful. So our next step would be not to leave the Kresh, even though we're the only living things left in it, but to come back this way. Now, I suppose we could use a bit of healing as well. Roasted dwarf belly. Delicious. And it gave us an inspiration. Nice bit of long pig for Jolly there. Should we eat a second one? Why not? It doesn't help heal Astarion, but that's okay. Maybe Astarion doesn't need to be healed right now. No, I'll just give this a quick once over. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's looking very much like we've opened everything of merit in here. So it's time to venture deeper in. We're going through the Daybreak Gate.
Remarkable that this stayed hidden all this time.
It is fairly remarkable. Now, what are we going to do about you? We're going to take a couple of shots to finish you off. Okay. And then Astarion, would you like to disarm this? I think you would. Looks like it with a plus 12 to our roll. And then, let's see, perhaps you'd also like to come around here. Because I'm pretty sure this one can be punched. And then you'll be able to disarm the next trap as well. That one was tricky, but we got the job done. Well done, Astarion. Perhaps you'd also like to come down here and fire your bow at this thing. Okay, guys. Whilst Astarion's busy with that, we have got a top prank to play on him. Don't say anything. Just be chill. Good job, Astarion. You've cleared the way. What a guy.
Blood of the thunder, as I barely live and hardly breathe.
Even Dead Monk Friend knows what's up. So we're all just going to sort of stand over here. No big deal. Astarion, would you like to just grab that for us?
An ornate mace hovers before you, suspended in a shaft of brilliant light. A fist-sized piece of amber flecked with crimson is set in the handle, emitting a radiance all its own. This mace certainly has a very unusual design.
Yeah, you grab that for us, Astarion. It's cool.
You recall all the measures meant to keep you from reaching this place. Taking this mace would surely lead to something quite disastrous.
It's fine. It's fine. What's the worst that could happen? It's fine.
Everything is in motion. All within these walls are doomed to destruction unless you act.
Oh, we'll act alright.
Get me out of here.
There must be a way to get them out.
Alright, guys.
Find a way out of here.
Cheese it. This is the toppest prank of all time. We're going to laugh about this one for weeks. Still haven't put Longstrider on. Would have probably helped in this situation. But it's okay. Shovel. Can you leave? No, Shovel might also be getting pranked. Sorry, Shovel. You're an innocent bystander.
That was close, but not in the clear yet.
Ah, you're probably fine. Let's scuttle away a bit, just to be on the safe side. Good, we scooped up Shovel. brought her with. We don't want any harm to come to her. 2 turns remaining. Should we keep running? We should probably keep running. How are we going to do that exactly? Where are we going? Do we really need to get off? Are we in that much peril ourselves? On reflection, this might not have been the best idea. Even if it was a top rank. Yeah, I may have miscalculated things in my direction of travel, but we'll see. I mean, Shadowheart's got a misty step, so she should be okay, right? Oops, something's whinging, but
What is that? Almost sounds like weeping.
it's just more grams. We don't need to worry too much about them. We haven't got enough bonus actions to do a jump. That's a shame. Where can we go from here? Anywhere? Or are we just boned at this point? Yeah, there's Grems in there. We definitely don't want to fight them, so let's just chill there. Jolly has also got a Misty Step, which might help us. Or do we use it in a moment? Maybe we start with a dash. See where we can get to. I do hope this prank doesn't backfire and murk us all. Target's out of sight. Yeah, that's kind of unfortunate. Hmm? Nope, it's out of sight. Oh well. I guess we'll see if the plan has worked. And if it's prank of the century. Or if we have in fact just doomed the entire party. Is this going to be far enough? It better be. There's an interesting conversation nearby. Oh dear. Wonderful. Looks like Lae'zel survived. Think Jolly survived. Oh no. Lae'zel is in fact the only one who survived. But someone survived, and that's the important thing. Now, it's probably going to be easier just to revive everyone with old withers.
Fate spins along as it should.
I'm pretty sure this wasn't
Dost thou
fated.
require a new ally? Or mayhaps a resurrection instead?
Yes, resurrection plus. I want to resurrect all of my fallen companions.
This is the price of balance.
I feel like we can afford that.
Well counted. I recommend keeping my distance for a moment. By doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
Skvar! Kithmathok! Vertirok Nitorun. One theft consumes all. Protocol 402. Greed reduced Kresh Yili to rubble. Vlaakith, absolve my sin or skewer my heart. In each, you might make me worthy.
It's fine. The Kresha turned against us. Why should we care?
I care. Just because the Zaith'isk failed, because Vlaakith has marked us, makes this no less of a tragedy. I do not expect you to mourn, but I will not tolerate your rejoicing either. Skaketh! Next time, think twice before getting grabby with powerful relics in mysterious places.
But getting grabby with powerful relics is basically our thing. Anyway, you survived. Don't worry about it. Does Shadowheart have anything interesting to say? Looks like perhaps not.
I suppose not many can boast that they've been to a Githyanki crash and survived. Perhaps that's a good omen for our chances going forward, if you're feeling optimistic.
Yep. Technically we survived. Now, I feel like Astarion might have some words.
What in the sweet hells were you thinking? Activating that lance? I was right there! Gods! Do you have any idea how much that hurt?
I mean, I thought you were protected from light.
Well, apparently there's a limit. Somewhere between a nice summer's day and the full concentrated power of the sun! Next time, just warn me before you do something stupid. At least then I can get out of the blast radius. Now, shall we go? Or do you have any other chaos you need to unleash here?
I do like chaos. Let's go.
Gladly.
So basically, everyone hated that. But in my defense, it was really funny. And we have got the Blood of Lathander. Maybe we're going to use that as our weapon instead of the Baneful in Act 2. It's certainly a very useful weapon to have about your person in the Act. And is Act 2 the next thing on our agenda? It certainly looks like it. I don't think we've got anything else on the go right now, so it might be time to head into the second act, which means we should probably pop on the old mace. Bind it to ourselves. Perhaps we'll even pop Speak with Animals on. And perhaps we'll also remember to put on Longstrider on everyone. And it appears we will need another elixir.
Keep your distance, darling.
There we go. Yeah, that kind of wore off when Astarion got blasted by the sun. But it's back on now. How is everyone's approval with old Jolly? Astarion still kind of likes us. Lae'zel thinks that we're the best. Shadowheart thinks we're alright. And it's time to venture up the road.
They should all be running.
Yes, they should. Act 2 should fear us. For we are coming. It's all very quiet along this road. Apart from all the dead animals. We've only just got here, so that wasn't even us. To the Shadow-Cursed Lands we go. And apparently it's nap time again. We get a freebie this time.
Tila Vlaakith, has our queen sent a knight to slay me with his own blade?
Such informality, child. Does Jastil Kithrak not command your respect?
Your blade speaks for you, Kithrak. You've come for blood.
Child of Gith, I've not come to kill you. I've come to aid you.
Not sure about that.
Him.
I feel like we shouldn't trust him. Look at that ordinary looking sword that he's got.
Here Gith Shabeleth. My blade rests. Mother Gith compels you to listen.
Where's your fancy looking sword, chummer? Suppose we can hear what you have to say before we gut you.
Be at ease. I bring only truth. I know you carry the astral prism, Lae'zel. Within it lies the seed of Vlaakith's demise, and I intend to help you bring it to fruition.
Vlaakith's demise? Skaketh. I should run you through for suggesting it.
What are you asking of us, boss?
I'm asking for your help and your trust. I've heard word from Kresh Yulik. You are infected, yet the one in the prism has chosen you, protects you with their power. The Prism's tenant alone has the power to end Vlaakith's tyranny. I've sought their freedom for eons. When the Prism went missing, I feared the worst. Instead, you've granted the opportunity I've so long awaited. All that remains is the key that unchains them. And I've found someone who I believe can provide it. Bring the Prism to Baldur's Gate. I'll be waiting in a taproom called Sharess's Caress. That is where we decide the fate of my people. Lae'zel, together we will break our chains and be Vlaakith's slaves no longer.
I am no slave, Jastil Kithrak. The Undying Queen is my freedom. It is she who will purify me, and she who will ascend me.
Damn right.
Lies, Lae'zel. Every last one. There is no purification, no ascension. The Zaith Isk does not purify, it extracts memory and kills the infected. Nor does the Lich Queen glorify the ascended. She feeds on most all of them to grow her power and pursue godhood.
Madness. You flood me with this heresy. I will hear no more of it.
Kill him. This is our chance to earn Vlaakith's redemption.
Yes. Yes! I am Vlaakith's will!
Your choice has been made. Tarzith!
I've never rumbled with Boss at this stage. This should be fun. He's level 12. And his Raider is level 5. Is this going to go well? Something tells me it's not going to go well. Ah, we haven't got a finesse weapon in our main hand, so we can't do our dirty tricks anymore. Dang. No, you can still chat shit.
Thou inglorious hog.
Yeah, get wrecked. So how's this going to go? I mean, that one should be killed. That's probably a good start. And then, do we want to try an intoxicating strike? Saved against it, but took some damage. This is good. Did reasonable damage. Yeah. Jesus, 3 attacks. That's awful. What if we try blinding the bugger? We crit miss, okay. And then we crit miss a second time. What the heck? Shadowheart. Blinded. Get wrecked, fool. And then, yeah, maybe just a stab. Maybe we should be using Hunter's Mark as well. Just for the extra damage. Good. We stand a chance now that the bugger's blinded. Yes. I'm feeling good about this. Wrathful Smite, 17 to 37. Now the bugger's frightened as well. So, yeah, we can't do our rakish sneak attacks either. This is unfortunate. We might need to switch away from this mace. But as it is, a bit of mockery.
Sod this for a game of soldiers.
Dang it. Punch him. Punch him, Astarion.
Traitor Voss is dead. Let his heresy die with him.
We've just bested a level 12. Voss's silver sword. It's a long sword. It's very rare. It's versatile, but it's not finesse, unfortunately. Letter to Voss. So somebody possesses the key to breaking the astral prisoner free.
It's been a long day.
And they are in Sharess's Caress as well.
His next destination was Baldur's Gate. We should check out Sharess. What an odd gadget. What's it for, I wonder?
What is it for? That's an excellent question. But Lae'zel wants a chat. So, first things first, we do need back on our blade. Where did we put our blade? There it is. I was hoping to use the mace in Act 2. Gives us light and it blinds buggers. But we've got nobody that really wants the mace, so maybe we're going to have to do Act 2 without it. But a quick chat with Lae'zel is the next order of business.
Ilvos, Vlaakith Mazarthok. The traitor is dead. Zai, Zai, Zai.
Yeah. Zai, Zai, Zai.
Voss was a heretic. You can no more extinguish the undying queen than you can the constellations. My queen, by the dead of night and the red of blood, I have felled Voss. Still has Sharlak, the traitor supreme. This is how I will regain your favor. I have honored the 10,000 protocols. I will ascend.
That's a lot of protocols. Do you think Vlaakith will stop hunting us now that Voss is dead?
The truth is bound to reach her ears. I don't yet know when or how. Until then, her warriors will hunt us. If they can't see reason, they'll see the gleam of a blade as it severs their necks. Protect yourself. For now, we've no other choice. When she hears the truth, Vlaakith will absolve us.
Wonderful. So absolution awaits. But first, nap time. And now we're going to have to go through the morning rituals once again. Elixirs and Longstriders for everyone. And with those rituals out of the way, we are ready to start Act 2. But that's going to be next time. So until then, thank you so much for watching, friends. I will see you soon.